check. I sure hope that you had the chance to go back and look at questions 3 through 10 and try to answer them on your own scratch piece of paper at home. If you haven't, please again do so. I know that we're not there to watch you, but the whole point of why we do these videos and why we stop them is so you have practice on your own and you can check and see if you're doing these correctly. Now, I am going to take the time now and go through them. I do want you to check your answers. And if you have anything wrong, look back to the explanation and see what you did. The whole reason why I'm going through this is so you do know them well enough. Your test is coming up, and so we want you prepared. So let's look at number 3. We have 2 kilograms equals blank grams. Well, if we look at our King Henry up here, kilograms is right here. Don't know why I don't. There we go. Kilograms, and grams is here. So which one comes first is starting with our left is our kilograms, and that means anything to the left is the highest unit. So kilograms in this case is your horse, your gram is your fly. So they give you the amount with your horse. So horse to fly, you multiply. And always write it down so I know what I'm doing. Now, how many away is it? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That means I'm going to have a 1 in front of it and 3 zeros because there are 3 jumps to get to the next one. Okay, so we're taking 2 times 1,000 gives us 2,000 grams that equal 2 kilograms. Okay, check your answer. Is that what you got? And if you didn't, what did you do different than what I did? This is a good chance to reflect on your work. Okay, number 4, 5 centimeters equals blank millimeters. Well, here's your centimeters. And here's your millimeters, and my pen has magically changed. Okay, so we're going from centimeters to millimeters. Centimeters is larger, so there is your horse. Your fly is your millimeters. So horse to fly, because they give us the horse. Horse to fly, you multiply. How many jumps? They're right beside each other, so it's 1 jump. That means 1 0. So put a 1 in front of it and 1 0. So 5 times 10 is 50. Is that what you got? Ooh, I hope so. That one wasn't very tricky, but if you need to go back and look through this video again, please do so. Okay. Next one. 12,000 grams equals blank hectograms. Well, grams is our unit. Come on, pen. Grams is our unit. Hectograms is over here. Hectograms is larger, so we're going to put an H with hectograms for our horse. Our fly is grams because it's to the right of the hectogram. So how many away are they? 1, 2. So I know I'm going to have a 1 in front of it, 2 zeros. Ooh, and I forgot, what are we doing? Oh, well, they gave us the fly, so fly to horse, we divide, of course. So you're going to take 12,000 divided into, or 100 divided into 12,000. So whenever you divide, you look at the zeros, divided by 100. You look at your zeros here, and there are 2 zeros. So you cross off those 2 zeros over here when you divide. You're not tacking them on at the end. You're getting rid of them in that case because they are multiples of 10, and that's just a quick way of viewing it. So that gives you 120 hectograms. Okay. Number 6, 4 meters equals blank millimeters. Okay, so we have meters, which is your unit, to millimeters, which is over here. Okay, so which one's closest to the left is your meters. So there's your horse. Your fly is clear to this side, so That has to be millimeters. So they give us a horse. Horse to fly you, multiply. So now we're going to jump to the next one. 1, 2, 3 jumps. So put your 1 and 3 zeros. So now let's multiply. 4 times 1,000 is 4,000. Okay, again, check your answer. Did you do it in a very similar fashion? You can see I'm using the same tool over and over and over again with the King Henry died unusually drinking chocolate milk. And if you keep saying that, then you can write that down at any time. All right, the next one is 5,000 decimeters. Decimeters is here. To how many meters, which is right here. So which one is the larger unit? Remember, it's always the one furthest to the left, which winds up being your unit or your meter, is your horse. The fly is your decimeters. So they give us the fly to horseshoe, divide, of course. Okay, what are we dividing by? Well, it's just one jump. So that means 1 0 after our 1. So we're dividing by 10. Like we did up here when we divided by 100, we eliminated that many zeros. So this time we're going to eliminate 1 0. That means our answer is 500 because there's only 2 zeros then left in that. Okay? Remember, these are just tricks I'm giving you. So we're not writing out the whole multiplication or the whole division. That is something that you learned when we studied multiplication and division, which you should remember those little tricks. So that's why I'm just cutting right to the chase and doing that one for you. Okay? 8 liters to how many milliliters? Well, liters is your unit. Milliliters is over here. Okay, so the one furthest to the left is our horse, which winds up being our unit. So there's our horse. Our fly is the milliliters. They give us the horse, so horse to fly you, multiply by how much? So here we're jumping 1, 2, 3. So we need to have 3 zeros after our 1, which gives us 1,000. 1,000 times 8 is 8,000. Okay. Number 9. Oh boy. Okay. Number 9. 90 hectograms equals how many grams? So hectogram here, and gram is your unit. So the one furthest to the left is your horse, which winds up being your hectogram. So there's your horse, so gram is your fly. They give us the horse, so horse to fly you, multiply by how much? We're going to jump 1, 2. So that would be 100. Now in this case, because there's a 0 here and 2 zeros here, I always write this number down that we're working with, 90. Then count how many zeros that we're multiplying with in our other number, which is 2. And since it's a 1, then it winds up just being 9,000. Okay? All right, now we have 10 million centimeters equals blank kilometers. All right, so centimeters is here. Kilometers is all the way over here. Since kilometers is the furthest unit to the left, that obviously is our horse. Our fly is centimeters. So this time they give us the fly. Fly to horse, you divide, of course, by how much? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My jumps were a little off that time. So 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope this one was a challenge for you to really think about. So here there are 5 zeros. What's the trick? All right, we got to get rid of 5 zeros here. And when we do that, whatever we have left winds up being our answer, which really is 100. Okay, so 100 kilometers equals 10 million centimeters. Big difference. All right, now we have this question down here. Which measurement does not belong and why? Well, we have 300 grams, 10 kilograms, 10 pounds, 600 centigrams. Now, a lot of people, when we're talking about math and they want to think about what doesn't belong, we right away pay attention to what? Yeah, the numbers. So 300, 10, 10, 600. Well, when I look at that, only 2 have the same number. So I'm only needing 1 that doesn't belong, not 2 that don't belong. So in this case, do you think it's the numbers that wind up being the most important, or could it be their measurements? So let's look at their unit of measurement. Grams, kilograms, pounds, centigrams. Well, when I look at that, I recognize something right away, and I bet you did too because I was saying it over and over. I see the word grams in that one. I see the word grams in kilograms. I see the word grams in centigrams. But pounds does not have grams in it. So I can see that that's different, but why does this one not belong? It's not just about recognizing it, it's why does that one not belong? Now, when I think about grams and pounds, they all measure weight, but are they within the same type of measurement? Well, grams is all metric and pounds is customary. Customary. So these ones are all metric and that one is customary. Okay? So if this was hard when you went back and you looked at your answers from 3 through 10 and you missed quite a bit, my advice to you is flip your paper over, go back to the beginning of this video and try them again without my help now that you've watched me go through it, and then check them one more time by watching the video, okay? That's what's going to make you understand this easier. All right, so nobody else is going to know but you. And we're going to know that you really took your time on this because you're going to do awesome on your test. We just know it. All right, boys and girls, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.